I'm the unfaithful spouse, married for 7 years, and for 3 of those years, I was involved with someone else. This came to light recently, just before we were about to start marriage counseling. I explained to my husband that I cheated, because I felt emotionally disconnected from him. He's been through a lot and admits he struggles with being open, but for years, I felt like I was living with a wall between us. I kept telling him what I needed: affection, vulnerability, genuine intimacy. But nothing ever changed. Meanwhile, I was carrying my own baggage: abusive relationships, a tough childhood, depression. He did a lot for me practically. He cooked, helped with my kids, and took care of daily things when I had my episodes, but I always felt like he wasn't truly there for me. That's when I crossed the line. My affair partner gave me what I thought I was missing: someone who listened, who expressed emotions, who made me feel desired. Still, I loved my husband and wanted our family to stay together. He was a great father figure for my kids, and I was happy that I could finally offer them the stability their biological father didn't. But looking back, I now see that I wanted the best of both worlds without facing the consequences. When he confronted me, I told him that I still loved him but didn't feel like a priority anymore. He's devastated, and I can see it. He blames himself, thinking it's because he wasn't expressive enough, but I know that's not fair. Yes, I had unmet needs, but I should never have lied or stepped outside our marriage. There are times I blame him defensively, but deep down, I know I betrayed him in a way that may never be fixed. Now we're stuck in this complex situation, with him distancing himself from the kids. They were so close, and the thought of breaking that bond makes me sick. I suggested we live under the same roof, separate rooms, and co-parent while leading separate lives. It seems best for the kids, but I realize it's asking him to face daily reminders of what I did. He says he can't do it, and I don't blame him. The truth is, I don't feel much remorse yet. I keep thinking about how lonely I was and how I tried to make it work. But I also know my actions were selfish and cruel, and I don't know how to undo the damage. For anyone who's been through this, how do you rebuild yourself after wrecking something you thought you wanted to keep? How do you deal with the guilt when you don't even fully regret your decisions? Update: BP left today. He didn't take much, just a bag with some clothes, but it sent me spiraling. I feel restless, twitchy, and resentful toward him. I thought we'd at least continue co-parenting under the same roof, but now it feels like it's slipping away. The kids noticed immediately and asked why Daddy took his things. I had no answer for them. I feel sick thinking about what I've done to them. They didn't ask for this, and now they're going to be caught in the middle of my mistakes. Up until now, I convinced myself we could have an in-house separation and co-parent peacefully, maybe even work our way back together. I thought I could keep seeing my affair partner, but then BP just walked out. He did it quietly, without drawing attention or causing a confrontation. His silence scared me more than any angry words could. I keep replaying everything in my mind, and now it's sinking in just how much damage I caused. For so long, I minimized it, blaming the emotional disconnect, telling myself I deserved more. But I didn't deserve to destroy my marriage and my children's lives. Now the guilt is overwhelming. I'm panicking because I have no idea where this is going. I don't want it to end between us. I love him. Even if I did a terrible job of showing it, I can't reach him now. He's not answering my messages. I keep hoping it's not too late, that we can talk and that maybe the separation doesn't have to be permanent. I wish I had owned up to what I did, even just to apologize. But I didn't expect this from him. I'm in shock. Final update. D-Day was 17 days ago. We finally spoke. I was ready to confess everything and apologize, but he told me he's hired a lawyer. My entire world feels like it's crumbling. I thought there was still some hope, some space to breathe, maybe even hold on. But he's been planning his exit strategy all along. There's no warmth in his voice anymore. No trace of the man who used to be my safe place. Just someone who no longer sees me as worth his time. It's hard to believe this is happening. Did I really just destroy this marriage due to my own selfishness? When will I ever learn? To make matters worse, our oldest daughter, 14, called him crying, asking where he went. Instead of being the adult and protecting her from this mess, he told her everything. She even knew I was out with him that weekend while she was at camp. Now she won't even look at me. She avoids eye contact, hides in her room, and barely speaks to me. It's like I lost her the same moment I lost him. The younger one doesn't know yet, and I dread the day she finds out. I can already feel the cracks forming in our family, and I'm filled with resentment. When BP came back to collect more of his things, I asked him why he had to do this to a child. Why he wouldn't even consider the years we spent together. He simply replied, "Did you really think you could keep your world intact after blowing up mine?" So I'm no longer his world. His tone was devoid of remorse, and I can tell he no longer sees me as his partner. Now I can't stop spiraling with guilt and shame. My parents were never stable. My father's alcoholism, the constant chaos, the feeling that love was always conditional. I brought that mess into my marriage. When he didn't respond to my pain the way I wanted, I sought comfort elsewhere. I convinced myself he was cold, that his emotional distance justified my actions. But in reality, I was desperate, depressed, even suicidal at times, and I didn't know how to cope. My affair wasn't love, it was punishment. I found him through a site, and it wasn't intimacy. It was degradation, a reflection of how broken I felt inside. I wanted to be destroyed, but instead, I destroyed the one person who actually built a life with me. My husband wasn't perfect. He had an ego, drank too much beer, and sometimes made light of my traumas. But he was here, raising kids with me, providing a home. Now he's gone, and I'm left with silence. No husband, no partner. My oldest daughter hates me, and the younger one will find out soon. I wanted him to support me through my mess, to not give up on me. Instead, he's walking away, making sure the door locks behind him. Comments. This is the part most cheaters don't realize until it's too late. Once the betrayed spouse detaches, there's no bargaining left. You thought there was time, but his quietly hiring a lawyer and telling your daughter the truth shows he's done. That doesn't mean your life is over. It means the version of it you wanted is gone. Now it's about who you choose to be moving forward. Are you going to wallow in self-pity or put in the hard work of rebuilding a life that doesn't depend on him? The guilt with the kids is one of the hardest parts. Having your daughter look at you differently cuts deeper than anything else. I know you want to undo what's happened, but all you can do now is show up consistently, take accountability, and let her see that you're still her mom, even if you made terrible choices. It won't fix it overnight, but it's not hopeless either.